Hello friends, Kenji Egashira here from Grand Prix Detroit. We're actually at the hotel room, but I do want to apologize. There will be no edition of drafting with Numot this week. Instead, I thought we'd do a crack-a-pack with Magic Origins. And I have a special guest with me, Marshall the Man Sutcliffe. All right, let's open this pack, Marshall.
I need to get a whiff of that though. So.
Okay, I'll open it a crack. Right. You can have the whiff. Does it smell good?
So good.
The second time smell was not. I mean, it was okay.
It was still all right.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. Let's just get this wrapper out of the way here. Boom. First card of the pack, a Crow and Jailer. What do you think about that card?
I hate that card. I keep seeing people play it, and I don't understand why. Now, look, it's hard for a card to be truly unplayable.
Sure.
Right? And I don't think that this is truly unplayable.
Sure.
I think it's bad. I think it's really bad.
It's just the tap. It costs too much. 1
3
white,
mana.
2 colorless. Yeah, it's a 1/1 for 1. It's whatever. Speaking of terrible cards.
Yeah, Thornbor's just bad.
Well, I'm not even going to talk about that one.
Yeah, poor guy.
Watercourser. How about that one?
I like that guy.
It's one of the better blue commons for sure.
Yeah, that guy will make the cut in your blue deck basically every single time. Yeah. But I don't think I've ever first picked it. Like, it's not the kind of card that you pick up here. You pick it around maybe 6 picks.
Yeah, sometimes even sooner. I mean, it's going to be the pick out of these 3 cards so far. But,
absolutely.
You know, yeah. Orchard Spirit. Now, do you like green or blue better? Because I think these are pretty comparable, the Orchard Spirit and the Watercourser.
Well, I actually think that blue is a better color in the format, but nobody likes green.
This is accurate. You see so many green cards going late. Yeah.
So I end up probably taking the Spirit more often just because I'm like, I anticipate more decent green cards coming around because I'm the only one who wants them at the table, apparently.
That's fair. I still think I take the Watercourser over the Spirit, but let's keep that in mind.
All right.
Enlightened Ascetic.
Sideboard card.
Yeah, that's not whatever. How about that one? Gear Crafter.
New #1.
I think so. 2/1 for 1 red, 2 colors. You got a 1/1 flyer with it.
Yeah, this card was good from the get-go. You know, we saw it on the preview, and it was like, wait, that's like Sandstep Outcast.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Sweet, and that was it. We never looked back.
And red is actually pretty good in this format too.
Maybe second best color.
Yeah, something to think about. Rabid Bloodsucker. Not so much.
Yeah, this guy's not very good, though I think I have played it more than most people have and found it serviceable. But it's your 22nd card, 23rd card.
I think it's actually underrated. 3/2 flyer for 5 in black is perfectly fine.
It's fine, and in aggro, it sometimes kills something. I'm with you on that, though. Still, it's not
2 toughness, not as good as Gear Crafter for sure. Right. Anything else? All right. So Gear Crafter, Void Mage. Which one are you rating higher here?
So I rate the Gear Crafter higher.
Really?
And I always take the Void Mage.
Okay, because I think the Void Mage is just better, and you'd always take it.
You think it's just better?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
No, just
because I always felt a little guilty, like I was doing the thing, because I love me a man.
Sure.
Right? And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take the Void Mage because it's what I want to do, and it's close enough. That's what I always tell myself. But yeah, if you say it's better, I'm with you.
I think this is the clear pick so far. Reclaim, I mean, it's just junk,
You're
whatever.
Dead to me, Reclaim.
Oh?
Oh my God, this is a nice
We have
pack.
a pick here,
This
Marshall.
is a real pack.
Suppression Bonds, Separate Void Mage, and kind of to a lesser extent the Gear Crafter.
Yeah, now I want to hear what your take is on Suppression Bonds versus Separatist Void Mage.
Okay, I think Suppression Bonds is clearly better than Separatist Void Mage.
Okay.
It's just super strong in this format, deals with so many creatures. I mean, Sentinel of the Eternal Watch, sure. Triggered abilities, yeah, it doesn't stop, but man, 4 mana, just take care of a creature effectively. Very nice.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Also, I think that Suppression Bonds is in a much better color than blue in this format. I think white's probably the best color, and it's certainly the cleanest. Like, it's one of the cleanest routes. So Suppression Bonds is easily my pick at this point.
Now we're getting to the uncommons. Iroas' Champion.
You ever take gold cards first?
They have to be very good, and in this format, you know, you're not generally taking those uncommons.
I never do.
Yeah.
I'm always like, well, they'll land where they're supposed to land. It might be me one day.
I mean, this pack's getting kind of deep. You'll take the Suppression Bonds, maybe hope the Iroas Champion reels.
That's a reality.
Fair enough. Rune Servitor, how about that guy?
He's fine. I actually play him fairly often, but yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. Rogue's Passage.
It's Rouge's Passage.
Marshall, I'm not even going to talk about this one. It's a great card, right? You'll take it later in the draft, but we have so many great picks already. Separatist Void Mage, Suppression Bonds,
yeah, you know, the passage is narrow.
Yes.
Right? Like, it's this card that you play late in the game and it does something to the board state that isn't really replaceable. If you get off to a quick start or you're stalled out on board, it gives you a way to punch through damage repeatedly. Because even if they kill your creature, you've got another one. It can also act as a finisher in an aggressive deck. Even if you have a bunch of small creatures, you can still play it and just punch in for 2 or 3 a couple of times to finish off your opponent. The problem is you don't really know where your deck is going to be at in this turn, and there's Like if you're playing a control deck, Rogue's Passage plummets in value. You don't want it at all. And so you don't want to take it this early. But if you pick one up mid to late pack, sure.
Exactly. I think it's great later in the pack, or maybe even second pack, third pack. But first pack, pick one, pack one especially. I'm not taking this card.
Yeah, I'm not either. Now, especially because, like I said, you just don't know where you're going to be.
Sure. And now for our rare Marshall.
Whoa!
That's a pretty good one.
Chandra Fire of Kaladesh. Here, why don't we do this?
So, double red to cast though. I mean, are you just jamming this over anything else? I think that's probably got to be the case here.
So I've only got a chance to play with this card one time, but I was sufficiently impressed.
Yeah.
This card really performed. Chandra is great. I would take Chandra over Suppression Bonds out of this pack. I think the ceiling on Suppression Bonds is pretty high, and the floor is also pretty high, like you know what you're getting. But with Chandra, that can be a game winner. Yeah,
I'm going to slam Chandra every time here. You can play it on turn 3, and on turn 4, you play like a Subterranean Scout, make her unblockable, attack for 2, and then if you have another 2-drop red spell or less,
anything.
Yeah, she'll unflip. You can ping the opponent, and she'll flip immediately.
Kill a creature, apply pressure to the life total.
Yeah.
She takes over when she's a planeswalker.
Yeah, easily. So I take Chandra here. She's clearly the best card.
Yeah, I'm slamming Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh.